After a hard-fought battle, a town in Wisconsin now is going to be allowed to tap into the Great Lakes and borrow some water. But all of this comes with some controversy because, as 7 Eyewitness News reporter Ed Riley tells us tonight, there are many cities now worried about their future water supply.
This is the crack in the egg of the compact. And once it happens, you really can't put the egg back together again.
The city of Waukesah, Wisconsin sits outside the Great Lakes Basin, but for several years it has dealt with a contaminated groundwater problem, and it has set its sights on piping water out of Lake Michigan. In a vote earlier this week, governors from 8 Great Lakes states approved the application, meaning an average of over 8 million gallons a day will be pumped out of the lake and returned as wastewater.
Fresh water is becoming increasingly scarce, and for that reason, there's a lot of concern about the precedent that was set here.
Diversion of Great Lakes water has been banned since 2008, and the Waukesha ruling has several environmental groups upset, including the Buffalo Niagara Riverkeeper, which felt the application should have been denied until monitoring and the amount being taken was better addressed.
Who next gets to tap into our Great Lakes when the need grows, and we think that the need will grow?
Also upset, the Great Lakes and St. Lawrence Cities Initiative. The international group of 120-plus mayors from the U.S. and Canada met last week in Niagara Falls to denounce the plan. Fears are the ruling will open the legal door for 100 other cities away from the Great Lakes looking to do the same thing.
Here, and that it was easier to say no the first time, rather than get into a situation where now, having admitted of one exception, you're going to have to face these types of applications over and over and over again.
And the contaminated returned water could pollute beaches and drinking water all the way back to shorelines in western New York.
Bad, horrible idea.
It'll ruin the lake. Once somebody starts, then it becomes precedent's been set.
I think it's absolutely disgusting, and it's not a good idea.
The coalition of mayors from the U.S. and Canada say they are now planning to come up with options to fight the plan, and those include taking the matter to court and asking the U.S. Congress to intervene. At Hamburgtown Beach, Ed Riley, 7 Eyewitness News.